Guys, Monday. Yeah, whatever, it's Monday. What are we looking at today? We're over here. Hello? I'm over here. I'm over here. I got beer. What kind of beer? It's Aprihop from Dogfish Head. 7% by volume, an India Pale Ale brewed with apricot juice. Yes. Oh, and for contractual reasons, the top looks something like that. What? Grow up? What should we open this with? The Horny Fixer. This is another one from my buddy Tom. It's got a nice deep color. Deep. Bayou Chili Head. I think you've been pent up in the house too long. You need to go outside and release all that energy. Or come north and I can have you split firewood. What does it smell like? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. It smells like an IPA with apricot juice. Oh, and I undershot the guessing on the Spottin' Gooseberry. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. It ended up being 7.1 or 7 point something, and I guessed what, 5 or 5.5. Yeah, it was very well hidden. Okay, so hoppy, a little bit of sweet apricot to tickle the nose. Just like Travis and Heffy's ball hairs. Okay, cheers guys. Well, it's like a IPA with some apricot juice in it. Seriously though. What? Get a little hoppy up front. A little bit of subtle sweetness. And then right about where normally there'd be like a drier bitter spot, you kind of get a little bit of the apricot. The juice. Oh, I'm sorry. I got home late. I had to run up and have my my truck looked at. Issue with the remote start. Then I had to run over to the bank. Then I had to run to the FFL. Yeah, I love running to the FFL. Then I had to go to the grocery store. I don't really like that much. What was I at the FFL for? Before you see this video, because that one's upstairs rendering and that'll be uploading by the time I get upstairs. One of the things that I picked up, I highly recommend them. The Jericho 941. This is a LEO Israeli LEO trade-in. It is chambered in 9mm. They send along one 15-round magazine, and you can hang your car keys from it. Well, not from the magazine, but from the body of the gun. And it is based on the CZ75 platform, and you can pick these up right now over at AIM Surplus for $399, and then you can just go shoot the hell out of it. Double action, single action. I did not put the trigger scale on the double action. It's not the worst thing I have. Single action though, impressively, it's got that just a little bit of take up, and 4.5 pounds. And up until this moment in time, I'm not sure what the reset was. Oh, not bad at all. So, if you're looking for just adding something to your collection, you're looking for a truck gun, you know, something to hide around the house and the yard, in another state, you know, $3.99. It's really hard to argue with. It would end up being $4.14, and then maybe whatever you have for FFL charges. I personally have switched. I used to use Fisherman's Corner, and I think the $45 that they charge is ridiculous. So I went over to my buddy, my gunsmith, and he charges nothing. That's not what I leave him with every single time, but as you can see, it has a lot of resemblance to the Baby Eagle. They are loosely modeled after each other, but you know, this is not the polymer version of this. This is an all steel gun. This thing is awesome. This thing was purchased for Ms. Bomey. She shoots this very well, and she didn't notice me walk past her with it, but this is always in her sock drawer. Let's see, what does she have in it right now? Oh yeah. And those would be, I guess I'm not going to bring it over there. Those are Underwood ammo. Those are awesome. Along with that, I also picked up this cute little Taurus 38 Special 5-shot. This is not an LEO trade-in though. Look at that guy. It's actually, grip is small, but you can get a really good positive grip on it. It's kind of gishy. It's gishy. And embarrassingly, I have to declare that this is not loaded. So, a couple of the fun things. And then, of course, you know, can't have a Baby Eagle out without a real one. And I'm pretty sure this is that's a big ass bullet right there. And I know that there's one in it. You know how I can prove that? Now there'd be a screw up. First I put a bullet straight through the camera, and then out a window, and then in another window, probably out at a slightly upward angle, probably through the back side of that house and into the next. Unless there's plenty of expansion. Okay, so what you're getting is a pretty good IPA with a little bit. I mean, it's not a sweet beer. I mean, this is nothing like yesterday. You'd not confuse this for a wine cooler or anything like that. It's just about there. You'll notice the apricot flavor, and then it just kind of tails off kind of with that. Instead of a bread or a biscuit, you kind of get a little bit more of the juice in there, and then you want to do this, and then you want to do this. Coincidentally, Tom sent one of everything except for this. This was a 4-pack. 1 down, 3 to go. Well, it looks like we're committed to this one, so we'll just call this one 2 down, 2 to go. So what's new with you guys? Like I said, let's try to get some shit done. I still have to get caught up on the comments, so Lord knows what you guys have left behind in your carnage. I see there's a kind of a handful of new participants. I don't know if you guys have always been watching the brewer reviews, and all of a sudden you decided to add to the smartass clinic, but you know, that's why. There's $1 in my pajamas. Yes, I'm wearing my pajamas, but don't worry, I'm armed. That's the whole reason I started YouTube in the first place, is to make friends. Unfortunately, you run across, you know, there's repercussions along the way, you know, like, for instance, but, you know, you deal with it. You deal with it the best you can. I mean, I've had some wizard work. I've had 2 different computer guys and Salty Shellback, the computer ninja, both try to block his ass, and for whatever reason it hasn't worked. I don't know. It's like, delete them, you block them, the bastard just keeps coming back. Okay, well, E-scale time. Aprihop from Dogfish Head. It's not bad. Could I drink them all day long? I suppose. Only on a bet. Yeah, they're not bad. I don't know if I could do them all the time. If I saw them, I'd probably pick up a 4-pack every now and then, kind of thing. So as far as the E-scale goes, I give them an 8.5. Tomorrow, I suppose we have to look at that damn last thing from Steve. Or not. I got 1, 2, 3 things left from Tom, and I really am looking forward to 2 of the 3 of them for sure. That 18%er. Hoo mama. Hoo-ah. Let's look at Coffee Nemesis, an Imperial Stout. Now keep in mind, this one is 9%. 9% by volume. And this, like the last one I reviewed from old Stefan, he didn't really like. And he doesn't like this one either. So we'll see how that works out. Guns, guns, guns. I would have said a dueling eagles. See if you use, what do we need to do? There. Now the baby eagle feels bigger. Okay, guys. Oh, and as always, they were safety checked, and all but the 2 out of 4 are loaded. Can I say? Okay, we'll look at Coffee Nemesis tomorrow. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go probably drink all 4 of them. And seriously, if you're looking for a good gun at a good price, and you don't mind the fact that it's like Chuck and well used, well, it's not actually nothing like Chuck. This is actually in pretty good shape. Well, here you go. I'll give you a complete flyby. Got a little bit of probably holster wear up front. Oh, looks pretty good. A little bit of stuff on the slide release. Just a little bit on the safety. Maybe on the tips of the serrations. Other than that, now we go to the other side. The other side is pretty decent. I noticed in the right lighting though, there's a couple of little marks right in that ridge right there. A little bit of right on along the top of the serrations again. Other than that, it's in good shape. And now I don't know if in the process of if they refurbish these or what, but they may or may not replace the springs in it. I mean it feels pretty tight. Trust me, I know these things. Other than that, a little bit of a ding on that front sight. But again, if you really wanted to, you could replace those and put some night sights on them. Still fairly white. I have to admit they were not all that white when I took it out of the box. Cleaned it up a little. I could probably still do better than that. I might just put the whole thing right in the washing machine and bleach. That'll probably clean it all up. So $3.99 to your door. Well, $4.14 to your door. Okay, guys. Cheers. Everybody stay safe, and I can't remember what the hell I was going to say.